Hey, it's Grammy Award winning recording artist Maya, and you are now rocking with the B-Side interviews with your host, Slick Young.
$11 cash. You can come rub this motherfucker in my beard. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if we're gonna do the B-side after dark, we might as well commit all the way for this joint. You know what I mean? I'm okay with the commitment. I'm okay with that.
I'm just saying. I mean, you know, I can opt out of the eyelash deal. I can only grow so much chest hair, so I mean, I'm pretty much maxed out. If we talking about we can make more than what I'm making off these eyelashes, man, I'm with it.
Man.
I'll stop.
I'm trying.
They can get these A cups covered with hair, baby.
Oh my God.
They pay extra for you to put a little streak in it, a little blonde streak.
What? They can do what they want to do. You got more than $11, you can tell me what you want to do. Shit. They can fucking cut it too. They can fucking cut it. It'll go back.
Oh, I mean, and I'm gonna keep it real. Like, if I'm gonna do this this OnlyFans thing, I'm trying to figure out what my strong point would be. See, I think I'm gonna just I'm gonna be one of them dudes that let girls just come and like do weird shit, like spit on me and shit, like, you know what I mean? Just weird shit.
Nah, man. Oh no, come on, man. This ain't Dubai, bro.
I'm okay with
This ain't Dubai, bro. This ain't Dubai, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't Dubai, bro. I can't be affiliated with this shit. Look in the camera. I'm looking at you. If that's what's going there, I'm out.
He said, I don't want to do this shit.
I'm out.
Do this shit no more. I'm
out. I don't want
to talk about I'll pay to wet will you.
That is wild. Wow.
Man, it's some weird people out there, man. That's the fucking weirdo, bro.
Do both ears.
Hold up, somebody shit wild.
What?
What?
The weirdos, what?
Oh, I said no. I said these weirdos is out here, but they bred it though. They got money.
Hold on, Billy's on. Hold on, Billy's on.
Here we go.
Yo,
what up, OG?
How's it going?
What's going on with your family? How you feeling?
How you doing?
Good.
What's happening, man? What's happening, bro?
Oh,
safety first. Safety first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dude, look. I'm in the supermarket, bro.
Oh, okay.
So, look, the wife just sent me out. She told me, I better get on out there and get what she need. But
happy wife, happy life, bro.
I know it, right? I know it.
I used to be married. I didn't know it then, but I learned it.
Right.
Now I'm holy.
That's right, brother. That's right. But I'm here, man. Look, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time.
Man, welcome, man. This is the B-Side interviews, man. You got the host Slick Young. We got Miss Reality in the building. We got Ground Beef Washington in the building. Mr. Christopher Hot Wings Evan in the building. We have a legendary guest, man. Legendary. I'm just gonna get straight into it. I used to listen to Annie Up before every football game, and I don't necessarily know if it helped me, but I was hyped for that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least that moment, right? That's
so
without
further ado, Mr. Billy Days, man. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. Like I said, man, thanks for having me. I'm out here enjoying the moment. This music, this rough times, but I'm still enjoying this, you know?
I want to commend you before the right before we get into these questions. I want to commend you because we got blessed and was able to interview Boogie. And
Okay.
you did a great job with that young man. I want to let you know that.
Thank you, man. I just put his ass out my house last night for getting on my nerves, but I love him. He's an awesome kid, man. He's you know, like every other kid, they go through you know, the ups and downs in life trying to get it. So he's finally getting it now. So and I'm super proud of him, man. Thank you for interviewing him, brother. I appreciate that.
Man, no problem. Let's get straight into it, man. M.O.P, man, like y'all still active. Y'all still out there. Why are you guys still out there, man? You guys are legends. Why are you still doing this?
It's fun, bro. Like at this point, like it's not even about the money, right? Because we've made a lot of money, traveled the world 5 times. It's the fun. You get to leave the crib and go somewhere else. We're from what we call the bottom. There's a in every city. So we're from that part of every city, the bottom. It's hope, almost, right? We can't see the hope. Voted most likely to fail or to be dead or in jail. And we came through all of that to, you know, going around the world and having fans all over the place. Like, I can't stop this. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop doing it. And like I said, it's not really about the money, even though we make nice money, but it's still about hitting that stage and there's 20,000 people out there. You know what I mean? That's where I get rewarded at right there. So we got to do it, bro. And then the fans, like they requested, right? They give us that push to go. So I'm always excited, whether I'm walking in the studio or hitting a plane to go overseas or anything. I need it. It's like that adrenaline, bro. It's my new high, champ.
Yeah, that's a great
So,
answer. Matter of fact, you answered the question that I was going to ask you with the answer to that question. But first of all, I want to say congrats on the new album.
Thank you, brother.
Got to hear. I only got one listen so far, but I'm definitely gonna go back because there's some bangers on there, man. I'm very happy with what you put out. And the question was basically, you know, what's the motivation behind to continue making music after all these years? But you pretty much answered that. But I still just want to touch on, you know, how I enjoyed the new album.
Well, thank you. Well, let me just clear it up. I'm definitely not trying to correct you, brother, but let me just clear it up. We want to call it a release because I still haven't put the Billy Danze album out yet, and that's called the Billy Danze Project, which is an ongoing project. I'm gonna take you back to last year, 19 in March. I put out something called the 6-pack, which is just my version of a single, but it's a 6-part single, right? In October of last year, I put out my version of my second single, which was called The Baker's Dozen, which is a 13-part single. Now, here's my third single, which is called The Listening Session, which is a 12-part single. So we still haven't got to the album. By the time I give you the album, I'll probably put out like 50, 60 records.
Oh, wow.
And then we'll
it's
get
very
the album
creative.
going. I'm excited,
Definitely.
young lady. I just want to rap.
Very.
And to touch on Miss Reality, what you said about creative, on your Instagram page, I saw how you had the acapellas, you know, from the most recent release, and I thought that was very creative what you did. You know, just doing the little snippets with different locations. That was really cool.
Well, it's really about like the release is self-explanatory, right? I got to see how the people looking at me in the grocery store. They think I'm trying to steal something. But look, so it's self-explanatory, right? It's called the listening session. So I figured if I not just pull the music out and give you acapellas, but I actually redid all the vocals.
Yeah.
So I could draw people to listen, because here's something really crazy. Maybe about a year ago, and when I say crazy, not like what the dude said, you know, he didn't entitle us for his opinion, but this dude said to me, a troller on the web, was like, yo, yeah, you could never rap, you was always whack, blah, 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 boom. So I literally borrowed his negative energy to fuel me to create the listening session. I need him to listen. I need him to understand I know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I did all the vocals over, and I did the videos for him. And I'm aiming them right at him. I don't know the kid name. I don't know if it was a young cat or older cat, a guy or female. I don't remember. But I thank that person for that energy to help me keep going and come up with other ways to push myself out there as an artist. You know?
Great, yeah. Yeah, I like how you can take something negative and turn it into something positive for yourself.
Yeah, bro, like what else can we do now, right?
Yeah.
Like I can't,
Right.
dude, I was banned from every major country in this city, every major city in this country because they felt like I didn't know how to control myself. So whether whatever someone was saying was positive or negative, I would just fly off the deep end because I got this Brownsville in me and I got to let it go. I realized that containing myself and speaking to people in a different manner and, you know, just holding myself in a different manner actually opened up more doors for me. I was upset when I realized that I was banned from Sony Records. Like I couldn't walk in a record company that I was making money with.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta control yourself. And I try to tell this to all the little cats that's on Instagram with these aftermarket clips in their guns that they don't even know how to shoot properly. Like you don't gotta be like that, champ. You know what I'm saying? And plus everybody got a gun. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
everybody got one.
You know what I'm saying? And what they don't get, bro, is like, you understand that most real gangsters don't beef with real gangsters because they understand that there's consequences in war. You know what I'm saying? There's casualties in war.
Right.
So if you going against somebody that ain't having it, somebody gonna die, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's just the truth, Champ. That's it. You know.
So you were banned from all these places. So you were basically the if M.O.P was New Edition, you're Bobby Brown. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm Bobby Brown's mentor. No, but my brother, when I tell you, man, it was so crazy because it's like, I mean, when you sit after you have children, you sit down and you think about it, you really become grown, not your age, but your mind. When you really become grown, you realize you don't want everybody afraid of you. You don't want to not be able to do business because you can't eat. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get that. And I've always been a nice guy. It's just I've always been smaller than everybody, right? So if you remember back to like How About Some Hardcore video, it looked like they hadn't fed me and shit, right? So I've always been smaller than everybody. So I always felt like I had to jump first. And I don't know how to have conversations. So when I'm having a conversation, a small argument, I'm embarrassed. So when somebody says something slick, my go-to is let me get the chair or the bottle and hit him upside his head to get you know what I'm saying? To get the attention off me. That's the best way to get the attention off me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to control myself, bro. And I'm happy about the space that I'm in, man. And I'm thankful for my wife and my kids and everybody that helped me get to this point. Because, you know, it would have got ugly.
It was a journey.
I could be in a bad space, bro.
Oh man.
You were just speaking about, you know, the dudes today and how they show, you know, their guns and stuff like that. What have you noticed over the years as far as hip hop goes and the state of hip hop? What's things that you've noticed that have changed?
Well, I noticed a good change. I mean, there's no bad change. And when I say no bad change, I mean how they try to always put all the negative stuff on hip hop, the violence and all that. That has nothing to do with hip hop. The good change I noticed is the younger artists are now in better positions. They're learning that they don't need the label as much. They're learning that this thing we call it this thing of ours. It started from our urban communities, as now it's coming back around to our urban communities where most of the young artists are making money. Like the thought of, you know, teenage boys or young kids that's in their 20s being able to generate millions of dollars and take care of their families is something that I'm really happy about. Now, the music side of it, I'm not so happy about, you know, what it sounds like, but, you know, whatever they make is not for me. I'm happy that my people are able to eat. If you look at one of the biggest shows on television right now, Power, 50 Cent joint, that happened because of hip hop. We got Jay-Z sitting at the table with the dudes at the NFL. That happened really because of hip hop. And we got one of ours that sold a pair of headphones for $1 billion. Mm-hmm. That all happened because of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I love hip hop and I love the way it's going. Like I have a conversation sometime about, and I always go Soulja Boy, right? Because I don't really know all the rest of them. But this kid at 16 years old, he sat in front of his computer and figured out a way to make a ton of money to take care of himself and his family. At 16, I was running for the police. You know what I'm saying? Most of us running for the police. So I'm so happy about this, sis. Very happy about it. I love hip hop. I love the way it's going. I love where it's at. As long as it keeps growing and we keep making money, our people keep making money, I love it. I don't care what it sounds like.
So one of the greatest things I love about M.O.P. and you particular is you've always been straight up and down, never held no punches, never held anything back, didn't give no one the politically correct answer. You gave them the real answer out of from your heart. So my question to you is, I don't want a politically correct answer because I'm gonna put you on the spot. I asked Fredro Starr the same exact question. M.O.P. in the verses, who do you want?
In a versus? Well, see, my politically correct, you said you don't want a politically correct answer.
Do not. Do not.
I mean, we'll go up against anybody, but not politically correct, but I'm correct, right? And I understand that. I'm smart, bro. Look, man, I gotta tell you myself, even if you can't see it, I'm smart as hell. I understand it's almost like war, right? Somebody has to lose. So the consequences of putting up your legacy could be detrimental, bro. You can go up there, and even though, you know, for some people it's fun, for the viewers, it's just like, you know, they just want to be able to see it, but it can literally hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and I've been approached, and I won't even take the calls. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not taking the calls because, and a lot of these guys that they will want you to go up against are your friends. And just to be honest, like, even though we all can say, yo, it ain't nothing but fun and games, but you know, behind the scenes, after it's all over, somebody's mad. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's mad. So you ruin your friendship and possibly your legacy for an hour of entertainment. And
the reason why I asked that is because I had two matchups for you guys that I thought would be just highly entertaining.
Okay,
First,
who's that?
M.O.P. versus the Locks.
That would be dope. But somebody has to lose. I love the Locks. And I know Jada Styles and Sheik love me. They don't want me to not be able to feed my family because we had a little bit of entertainment for the world for an hour. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna give me the money to take care of them. I'm telling you, I know it already.
And the second one I had was M.O.P. versus Terror Squad.
That would be dope.
That Joe and Remy put y'all in the room and just let y'all rock.
I mean, it would be dope, bro, but I'm not for it. I'm not for it. Yeah, I'm not a good gambler, bro. I'm not good at it, so I wouldn't be gambling with, you know, the legacy that I built over these years that is gonna, you know, secure my grandchildren's children. You know what I'm saying? I'm not willing.
And I agree because I just read an article that and I actually heard on Salute to the Joe Budden podcast. I just heard it on the Joe Budden podcast. They reached out to Sean from Boyz II Men to go against Jodeci, and he said, "What are we getting out of it?" And then he goes, "I love the idea, but if we're not getting anything positive out of it, somebody got to lose, and I don't want nobody to lose at that point."
That's right, bro. And that's what, you know, that's what I think about it. I'm like, when someone loses, because most of the guys are cool. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's going against whoever, they're cool. But like we're all men. We're human beings. So even though we can act like, yeah, it's all fun and games, it's in some way it's like war. And if you lose, you're gonna feel the way. And then behind the scenes, you know, you're not gonna feel that way about that person anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're probably not gonna go that far into want to fight and all of that, but you still gonna feel a certain way.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Because I never thought of it that way. I always looked at it as like a celebration of music, and
but then you could,
you know,
whoever you want to see on the verses, bro. All you gotta do is listen to their music at your crib.
You're absolutely right.
Put it in front of the world. Somebody's gonna get embarrassed, bro.
You're absolutely correct.
I watched one, and I was so hurt. And I can't. I'm not gonna say no names. But the person that got shredded, I mean, I still like him. but I don't think I like them like I used to. You know what I'm saying? So if it made me feel that way, how did it make his other fans feel?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Like I said,
that's a good perspective. I didn't think about.
I never looked at it that way. I never looked at it that way. I never looked at it that way. So pre-wifey, you know what I'm saying? When M.O.P was out there, man, and those ladies was crazy, man. What was the go-to line, bro? What was the go-to line? What was the knock down? If we just finished the show, I just stepped into this city I ain't never seen before.
look,
What's the go-to line? What was the go-to line?
I ain't fucking with you, man. You're not gonna get my ass thrown out.
I knew that was gonna be the answer.
But no, look.
You said you were smart. You said you were smart. And
He ain't smart.
No,
he ain't smart. He's fucking brilliant. He's fucking brilliant.
Here's the thing, bro. I've been with my lady. I met her when I was 13.
Wow.
Okay.
So, and we still hanging out. She the one just sent my ass over here to get some bagels just now. So, you know what I'm saying? So,
and you went to go get them.
Yeah, that's right, because I'm smart. You know what I'm saying? And when you got a relationship for that long, like it's something real serious, bro.
Oh man, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's real serious. So I don't like strangers, guys or females. You know what I mean? So you don't catch me hanging out with no new friends. There's no new females I'm spending time with because I don't trust them. I don't trust nobody. That's just me. And I definitely can't like come on back to the room kind of shit. I don't even know you. You know what I mean? So I'm all the way grown. So what's going to happen in this room that hasn't happened damn near a million times before? You know what I'm saying? Like nothing special there. You know what I'm saying? There's no connection, so I can't deal with a stranger. So to answer your question, I had no line.
Right. Brilliant answer. Brilliant fucking answer.
Okay. So speaking of that. Speaking of that, I don't think it's talked about enough in the hip hop industry, but for a man who's trying to get into the industry, let's say that he is in a solid relationship, you kind of pinpointed some things that made you, more in tune to your relationship. What advice would you give someone coming in and having a significant other and now trying to, now a world audience? What advice would you give them as far as a relationship goes?
I don't know if I could give anybody advice because all relationships are different. All people are different. So you guys got to kind of connect with the person that you're comfortable with, that you're comfortable with, and that's comfortable with you. And it's what you want out of a relationship. Like obviously it's like a natural, it's like the attraction first, but then what's after that? Because at some point, whatever that drew your attention, that attracted you, it's going to fizzle out. You know what I mean? So you got to figure out something else inside a relationship that can hold you. And now it's even worse with the builder chick kind of deals going on with, with all of this surgery and all of that stuff.
Tragedy.
It's really a tragedy. I mean, dude, I don't want to say I'm that old, but I remember we didn't realize girls had breasts and all of this going on. Like we looked at your hair, your eyes, your face, how you smiled, and there wasn't no, all the clothes weren't so fitting, so we couldn't see all of that. It was more about the attitude, how the female was, her personality, and not what she looked like. So, advice, all I can say is, what do you want? You got to really know what you want, not what you want for the moment. Everything is long term. You know what I mean? It's just like setting up your 401k, or you setting up what you're going to do, just like you set up for the party. You set up months in advance. You got to set up everything in advance. You got to know what you want in order to get to it. Because how you going to get what you want if you don't even know what it is?
Man. Let people know where they can, pick up the new songs and the new, what did you call them? Releases.
The listening session is available right now. All streaming platforms, all download platforms. YouTube, a couple of videos. I did a video called "Don't Believe You," which is the first track on on the release. So that's out there. You know, just search around Billy Danze, the listening session. It's everywhere.
Man, so on behalf of the B-Side Interviews and Corner 10 Productions, Designer Apparel, I want to thank you, man. You're a living legend, and we just appreciate it 100%.
Yes.
Thank you.
Salute, bro.
Good brother. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Man.
All right,
Hot
y'all.
music, man.
Appreciate you, brother, man. Stay up, bro.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Salute.
Right.
All right.
That was a funny interview. He's funny as hell.
Oh, yeah.
He a funny dude, man. I would like to sit down with him, for real. I would like to sit down with him. That'd be hella cool. That'd be hella cool.